I will start with my pairs right now. Okay, let me just set up this window. So starting with EU, this pair is descending. What do I mean descending? I see a descending channel right here. Basically, when I see that sort of a channel, I expect the price to go to the upside. So I would not be surprised if this pushes to the upside like this. Again, for now, just being more patient, leaving this one alone. I don't really see nothing much just yet. I need that confirmation that the price will reverse to the upside. EJ is very flat, so Euro, Japanese yen. And by the way, all of my analysis is on the 1 hour chart. That's the only time frame that I look at. Okay, so the requests are coming in. Great, we'll take a look just in a second. EJ is flat, range bound. I'm waiting for a large impulse up or a large impulse down. So just being more patient with this one as well. Then we have the Aussie and US dollar, and I am actually in a short trade from here. 13 pip stop loss, and it's currently running at around 7.6%, and I'm locked in, so my stop loss is now 2 pips above this candle, so around 6.4% locked in. I did risk 1% on this trade. I risk 1% on every single trade. So yeah, currently running in a nice short trade. On Tuesday, I actually said that I was looking to sell at this point. So this was a running candle on my Tuesday recap, and I got fortunate that actually I got an entry and it turned out to be a really nice winning trade. Okay, right now what am I seeing on the Aussie and the US dollar? A bit of a slowdown, so price is definitely slowing down on the bottom. Breaking and retracing, candles are getting smaller, buyers are stepping in. So if I take a look at these blue candles, they're getting bigger and bigger. So I expect this to reverse. I don't think this move has much more steam left, and I would look for this to descend a bit more, and then I would look for that reversal, and I would look to buy somewhere in these legs to go long. So Aussie US dollar, very, very high probability if it goes to the upside. Again, it can also go down. If it pushes down, I will look to scale into my position and get a bit more sell orders in. So that's it for AU. AJ, moving down, am I currently looking for a trade? So it is definitely trending down, I would say, in these legs. Definitely big red candles. But at the bottom of this move, I'm seeing a bit of a shift in momentum. So at this point, I was definitely looking to sell. But then we got this blue candle, which kind of signaled to me that the buyers have stepped in. So yeah, I don't like the blue candle. AJ, I would like to see more momentum down, then I would look to sell. So I would like to see the trend continue to the downside. I think someone requested the pound, so I am live trading the pound. Ojo, yeah, what's your analysis on the pound?
Did you know our market scanning software, the EDGEFINDER, just got even better? Check out our newest asset, Bitcoin. That's right, Bitcoin was our most requested feature update, and we're so excited to announce Bitcoin is finally here with plans to add even more crypto in the future. We've also updated our most popular feature, the Smart Money Tracker, adding even more data than before. The EDGEFINDER not only automatically scores 8 different metrics for each asset to give it an overall buy, sell, or neutral score, but it also keeps track of bank and analyst positioning, stores historical fundamental data, shows how assets are trending throughout the day, and so much more. Right now, our YouTube viewers can get the EDGEFINDER at a discounted price when they use promo code A1YT. You can check out the EDGEFINDER with the link down in the description below, and again, get it for the special discounted price when you use promo code A1YT at checkout.
Why does this guy talk like Ronaldo? I'm not sure. Maybe we have a similar voice. Okay, so for the pound, moving down, I'm seeing some strong momentum to the downside. 4 consecutive red candles. Bit of buyers stepping in right here. So definitely a bit of a momentum shifting, but then we continue to the downside. Again, how did the move end? That's very important to see. We started leaving large wicks, so that's a warning sign. I don't like it, especially on the pound where I need to see some large, strong momentum. So I don't like the huge wick. What would I do now? I would wait and see if the price will continue to the downside a bit more. Then I would look to sell either on a flag or on a break and a retest. But right now I'm being more patient with the pound. So this pair is not on my watch list. I want to see it move down a bit more. The last one that I trade live is the New Zealand Japanese yen. It has been, so we got this ascending on the top, and it has reversed to the downside. We got some big red candles, but now again, see, it's kind of slowing down. So the red candles are getting smaller. Blue candles, buyers are stepping in. Blue candles are getting bigger. Lows are being broken, and then we retrace. So not too much sellers left in this move. I expect this to actually reverse back up. So I expect something like this to happen, and then I would be looking to buy on these legs right here. So just a note, tomorrow is NFP, I believe. NFP I don't trade, so I don't trade NFP because it usually has very volatile moves, unsustained moves, very problematic stuff, and I just stay out. 8 a.m. London time, I stop trading on an NFT Friday. Okay, requests. Let's see the requests. Gold. Everyone wants to see gold, so I know there are a lot of gold traders. Personally, I don't trade it. Gold, my strategy does not work on gold, but I can give you my analysis as a technical trader. On the 1 hour chart, it's kind of struggling to go down. So if you take a look at these major lows, they're being broken, but not with much force, right? So what you want to see preferably, if you're a trend trader as I am, you want to see something like this. You want to see the lows being broken with some strong bearish momentum. See, this is the major low, broken, we continue. Broken, continue a bit, broken, we continue again with some strong bearish candles. And if you take a look at the most recent price action, the major lows, we are struggling to break them. We break, retrace, break, this one, retrace, break, this one, retrace. So I expect a reversal. That's what usually happens. That's what happens in my backtesting. We usually get something like this. Price usually reverses in the opposite direction after a descending channel. So I expect gold to go up, actually. Okay, so that's gold done. Let's see. Euro Aussie, sure. Euro Aussie. FXCM, that's the data I use. This one looks good. I mean, it's moving up. Bit of a slowdown on the top. Blue candles are getting smaller, right? Compared to this, blue candles are getting smaller. Momentum is dying out a bit. Major highs are being broken, and then we retrace. So not much steam left. I would actually expect this to reverse, which is not a bad sign. If you get a nice downtrend, I would be looking to sell somewhere in these legs. So yeah, I like it. I like this formation. I'm not trading this pair live, but I like the current formation. Okay, let me see. Let's do GBP AUD. That one is always interesting to me. Kind of flat on the top. So again, kind of struggling to go up, breaking the highs, retracing, also seeing a bit of an indication of selling pressure. So I would expect this pair to reverse to the downside, that we get something like this to sell, but not really clean. More flat, more range bound right here on the top. Okay, let's do US 100. That's also interesting as well. Usually US 100 has some really strong trends. So let's take a look. Yeah, trending down. I like this price action. This is what I like to see to be a seller in this market, okay? So why do I like it? Well, look at this leg. Look at this leg as well. And this leg. All of these legs have big bearish red candles. Look at how the major lows are being broken. So this pair, or this US 100 is very interesting. Look at how the major lows are being broken. We break the low, continue. Break the low, momentum. Break the low, momentum as well. So I would be looking to sell on a nice pullback or on a nice break and a retest. Okay, gold is dropping hard. I think it is, yes. Afternoon Nirvana. Okay, let's do US 30 as well and cover that one. Moving down, but not as good as US 100. Breaking the lows, kind of struggling to break the major lows. Sure, we will take a look at, let's say, EU in a couple of seconds. I know that news is coming out, so we will definitely go through the news, and then I will switch the segment to another trader. So yeah, struggling to break these lows, not as good as US 100. US 500, let's see that one as well. This one I like it. Major bearish momentum right now, so definitely looking very good with this bearish momentum, and I would be a seller in this market. Okay, so one more pair before we'll take a look at the news. Let's do GBP CHF. Going down right now, again very flat right here on the top, very, very flat, but currently showing us some nice bearish momentum right here. Let's see if this bearish momentum will actually continue. Okay, so let's take a look at the news. I think it's in around 19 seconds. So it's, I believe, dollar news. So let me just check. Forex Factory. So yeah, I think it's some sort of, yeah, it's dollar news. Okay, let's see. And it should have been, the news should have been out. And yeah, some volatile candles, but nothing much yet.
We just saw that the data just came in. Actually, it's unemployment claims or jobless claims. Let me just open my calendar. Maybe you will see that. So that's why we don't really see any crazy moves. So I will start actually with Nasdaq 100 and see what's really happening. So I just want to show you the economic news that we saw. I hope you see this clearly. Let's see. Calendar of past 2. Okay, so US initial jobless claims forecast or estimates, it was 227, and now it's just the same. That's why we don't really see any crazy push. So yeah, we can just go back on the trading. We don't really have much. Let me see if maybe later on we have something. Around 4 we have PMI. That might actually move the market a little bit, but not that much. So for now, we don't really have enough economic news that we can consider. But on Nasdaq, it's a different story, because we know very well that later on, once the market closes, there is earnings for Apple and Amazon, and that can be aggressive. And again, tomorrow there's also NFP. So the market might react like seriously crazy. It might not respect your structures, and don't be surprised, because that's how it is. Everyone is expecting some crazy moves from the fundamentals, whether from earnings and also from NFP. So on our structures here, we can easily see that yes, we have the market actually breaking out of our support area. You can see that the market was pushing up very nice. I will actually check your comments. The market was pushing up very nice. It was pushing up as an uptrend, but it seems like the market actually is now looking to go down. And we see that the market actually broke all of our supports area, and the diagonal one and horizontal one, they all broken. So which means now we are looking forward for a sell, you see. But before we jump on that sell, we also have another structure which we can actually ignore. We have this structure here. It was a very a stronger support, and even though it was a resistance, now can be our support. And if we push the market further, if we push this support further, you can easily see that actually the market did respect that. If I go on a smaller time frame, you will see that maybe the market did respect that area. You can see that. You can see what I'm talking about. The market respected this area, pushed up. So for us to jump on a sell, it means we have to wait for the market to get below that support area before we can say now we are free to take a sell, because there is enough for room for the market to do what? To actually respect that area and start to bounce back to push to the upside. Do you see that? And again, maybe just because we have some economic news, we can also check DXY. How is it performing? This is actually a dollar index, which actually shows us the strength of the dollar. What we see here is the market is very actually is breaking out. The market is actually breaking out of this zone. This is a very strong resistance. We can see that the market was respecting these levels for quite some time, but now it seems like since yesterday the market was knocking around this resistance, and it seems like the market is actually out, but not really aggressively. We might see that maybe when the market opens, but for now it seems like the market is still struggling to push above, but we see that it's actually a very nice breakout, we see. And once this dollar index push to the upside, we might start to see the Nasdaq, US 30s, Euro USD, GBP USD all pushing lower. You see, we saw actually ADP yesterday, ADP non-farm employment actually pushing stronger, and that actually made the dollar get stronger. You see, so what's really happening on the other markets? This is US 30. Let me check your comments very quick, guys. Let me check your comments very quick. Maybe you want me to check something else, but while I'm still opening the comments, I can easily see that yes, on US 30 also the structure is quite similar on Nasdaq. The market has been actually pushing to the upside, but now the market is now trying to push the lower side. But on this one, I think it's much better. I see that the market was pushing up very nice. We have very easy to identify support there, but the market just broke out. And down here, we actually had a sell pending order, and the market just bounced back. So our pending order is still there. It's not triggered yet, but if it does, it means that maybe the market will try its best to reach these levels around 34,600, maybe before pushing up. You can see that the market is creating a nice higher high, higher low. Maybe that will happen, but tomorrow I think it's actually the decider. NFP is going to decide what will actually happen. I can see GBP USD, Nasdaq, USD JPY. Okay, I will also check that. So let's let's check those pairs. Or since they are on the way, or on a very, they are actually going to continue. I mean, follow once I'm getting down with gold. I think we can just continue in a row. So what's really happening on gold? I thought maybe the market was going to push aggressively lower to reach this support area, but the news were disappointing. But on a bigger time frame, you can easily see that we have actually a nice support area. So the market is still actually uptrending. Even though the market is not actually pushing aggressively low, we can easily see that the market is still on an uptrend, unless if the market breaks out of this support area. But for now, the market is still actually playing games around that. So let's go closer and see what's really happening. Once we go closer, we can easily see that even here we actually had a counter trend line. Inside trend, it was a very nice support. Guess what? The market just broke out. We see that the market is now actually trying to push lower. So for now, since I see that the news were not really that bad, I'm just expecting to see the market touching this area around 920 there, 1920, before maybe we see a very nice push to the upside. So I think the market, it will still be bearish, but it's better to wait I don't actually encourage anyone to trade during or before the news like this, before high impact news. Mostly the market will just create some crazy structures. Then after the news or after high impact news like NFP tomorrow, then the market start to move in a very good direction, which everyone can actually see. So now the market can just create some aggressive structures that we don't actually understand, or the market might not actually even respect our structures. But now we are on EURUSD. What's really happening? We can see that yes, the market was actually pushing to the upside. It was a very nice aggressive bullish momentum, but that changed. We see the market actually breaking out there. I was expecting the market to keep pushing lower, especially when we see that the market actually broke out here. So I was expecting the market maybe to touch this area before also keeping like pushing to the lower side. Why? The market has been actually on a very bullish momentum for quite some time. So maybe now it's time for the market to do what? To start pushing lower.
Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want our broker recommendation, access to our free Discord, free EDGEFINDER, or want to chat with us on Telegram. Remember, you can watch us live in the markets every morning starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have lots more free trading tools and content available on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching.